Good morning, everyone. It's Christmas 2020. This morning we're joined by Andrew Schultz from the Primary Industries Pavilion and Lawrie Smith. Lawrie, that's a beautiful backdrop behind you. It's one of my most favourite shots of the Primary Industries Pavilion. And Andrew, you were really closely working with the landscapers to get the right feel of the surrounding areas of the Primary Industries Pavilion. And I think you've really got a great story in relation to one of the fights you had to get the real drought feel under the landscape area around the pavilion.
It was a great fight. It took me a bit by surprise. I had, I suppose, I never in my wildest dreams imagined that people involved with rural production would put up a negative in regard to an Expo theme. But it was all about recreating the landscape of drought. And we had the water system flowing with the bore drains and the troughs and the windmills. And beside the bore drain, we had the skeleton of cattle that had perished during the course of the drought. And this was done in a way that was meant to bring home the reality of getting paddock to plate. So the agricultural production, whether it's crops, fruit, or meat and meat products, is a battle for growers, and so we had the Australian Meat and Livestock Authority go to Salou, and we were called up to present our case, and Salou backed us all the way, and the true landscape of the drought remained, and that was a real lifter for all the people who were working in the pavilion to try to create this representation of primary industries during the course of Expo 88.
Yeah, no, it's a really great story. And I think it plays well into Laurie's efforts to empower the seasons and to be able to, give a clear narrative of the fact that, during the different seasons, different fruits, different grains, different vegetables, they're all coming out of the primary industries of Australia. And so what sort of challenges did you experience, Lawrie, in delivering on that vision?
As we had site wide with all of the plant material there, because you have to make sure, as you've said, that the season you bring forward the very best product that is either in the case of flowers, or fruits or whatever, are at their peak. And so it's just a matter of continually changing over. I mean, every garden bed basically was replanted at least probably 4 or 5 times, sometimes more. And the same at the primary industries, that as the vegetables matured, then they were harvested and new ones went in, and the next season's crop and so on. And so, yeah, it's a huge exercise to do that, to make sure that you've got your plant material produced in a nursery situation to be brought to just at the right size and time to be brought to the site and planted to replace the previous one. So it's a time problem that you've got to do that well ahead of time. You just can't do it at the last minute. And so it's not difficult, but you've got to know what you're doing and to know how plants react to the different season and soil types and the like.
Yeah, another example of a great effort. And ladies and gentlemen, Andrew's got to go to an urgent and important meeting. So we'll just conclude on this section of the YouTubes running up to Christmas 2020. And thank you, both of you, so much for participating this morning. Merry Christmas, everyone.